super, super good player. I'm really excited to see him here. He's been traveling a lot lately. Yeah. And he is one of the best players out of Korea, so it's really cool to see him play.
Yeah, had a lot of success lately.
Who else has got the D? Who else is in the D block here?
Okay, well, Hitbox Godspeed has the D.
Nice, okay.
Xiaohai is in there as well, though. In pool D4, that's probably the most notable of that pool. In pool D5, Brian F.
There he is, Brian F. Okay, I see you.
From Florida?
Originally, I believe.
Oh,
now he lives in...
He lives in the upper Midwest.
Right.
Okay, I didn't realize he was originally from Florida. I was just wanted to make sure it was the same guy.
Right, yeah. He used to... he went to school here, and I think he lived here originally, and then he moved out for work to the Midwest now. But yeah, he is in this block of pools, which is cool.
Cool. Vagabond is also in that pool.
Oh, dang.
In pool D6, you got Liquid Knuckle one of the best in the world, and from Central Florida as well.
There's a lot of Florida players here. It's always interesting. I feel like there's way more than I expect at CEO, even though it is in Florida. It's like where all the strong Florida players are, and there's a lot of them, right? Like especially lately, like Brian F. originally from Florida, Knuckle CJ Truth.
Oh, he's really been on the come up again.
Yeah, so
that's been very cool.
It's been cool to see those guys. Florida has a lot of really good players, so that makes me pretty happy. But yeah, it sounds like this block pool. A lot of good players in it. I'm happy to see Brian F. playing again. He just got 4th place at Combo Breaker Premier event. Really good stuff to him. So
yeah. So this is going to be Danp versus Fresh.
With a $sign.
Yeah.
There's a $sign for the S. Maybe,
that's right.
Maybe I should think about that. Sajam with a $sign in there? You're not so sure? I'm thinking about it. It's an option, you know.
Well, you know. Do what you got to do, man. In the meantime, we got Danp versus Fresh already in there on the Bison.
Man, you old people, no appreciation for fun. You kick dirt and rocks.
What's not fun about that? That sounds great.
Play with sticks and...
Oh, that sounds great.
Ball on a rope. You guys don't have any fun.
Don't backtalk the ball on the rope.
You guys don't have this ball in a cup, that kind of stuff. Man,
if it's got balls, come on.
Yeah. But now we're in the D. The D block, of course, of the pools here. Check it out at smash.gg.
Dancing around finally is Fresh a little bit with the Bison, but other than that, he's just been caught. In the corner, pressure, and you know something's going to come, grab, or she walks back and hits a button, and it's a bad mix-up, and as Bison, you just don't have very good tools to deal with that.
Yeah, not a lot of escape options as Bison. Wow, runs into it.
His game plan in this match, as in most matches, is very much just to control the neutral or be pressuring. He cannot take defensive time against Cammy. She's just too good on the offense.
Right.
And her own movement is very strong against what he wants to do.
Oh, for sure. Especially because in his neutral, he has these big buttons that he wants to hit.
Yeah.
And that's so susceptible to jumps, you know. And she has good grounded normals to whip punish anyway, like that crouching medium kick, so... Yeah, it definitely is tough to stop the approach of a character like Cammy.
Oh, that's punished. Well, not very well. And now at least for French, he's got the corner. Fresh now with a big chance. Very light. You can tell he's worried about the movement.
Yeah, maybe even a V reversal out or something as the activation gets hit.
I guess while you have the corner and you're not gonna get Shin Bison, just make it count. Keep the corner as best you can.
All right, takes the dive kick out. Spends the bar. Okay, he is close to building critical art, but yeah, that's the worst feeling, right? When you hit a button to try to tick throw and it hits. Yeah. And so you're not ready, like the grab's a little too early because yeah, that's a bad feeling.
Well, good work to Fresh. He did exactly what he needed to do. He had more pressure. I like how he maintained corner with V reversals. It's good work. With punish even.
Oh, what a neutral jump. Takes the drill for positioning. And there it is. That standing line kick pressure is so rough.
Just trying to block it out. And he successfully is doing so. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, defense is on point. Oh, finally gets clipped. There's the throw. If he's not going to tech, why not just go for it finally? Ooh. A little out of range. Fresh in trouble. Finds the hit, though.
Got to make something happen. Okay, he waited just in case.
Wow, spent the V-gauge juggle. Yeah, I like Fierce. Fierce is a good choice because uppercutting there is a little weird sometimes. You know, you get weird inputs and stuff like that, but Fierce is just, like, damage, right? It's a good choice. Resets out of the air and everything.
That first and third round were exactly what Danp wanted them to be. Pressure, pressure. Fresh never got away.
Oh, did you see that? He threw him the thumbs up and then redecided on the hand gesture.
Is that legal?
I don't know. I feel like once you throw the thumbs up, you're a lawyer, so you should know, right?
I think it's binding.
Legally binding, right?
I think it's binding.
Yeah, it's legally binding. I was saying that. I feel like Street Fighter players, you know, especially a lot of the younger players that are getting in now, have like a budding career maybe in like the Navy SEALs. The amount of hand signs you have to know to be a Street Fighter 5 player, crazy. You got to know the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the I'm ready, I'm not ready, I'm still thinking about it. There's a lot, right? you know, there's the long career there. Maybe even sign language or something like that if you want to pick up something, because our hands are just used to.
That's literally the metagame.
It is, yeah, it is. So, you know, social interaction, very important in Street Fighter.
So we changed up, I guess, the color?
I can't tell. The stage is a little. It's like gold, and I don't know. He looks the same, maybe.
Well, definitely the same so far is the gameplay. Into the corner already, Fresh caught there. You know, Danp really uses that hooligan more than you see most camis. Especially considering that what he needs to do in this matchup is just kind of basic pressure. Doesn't need to be too much that's overly fancy about it.
Yeah, I think maybe he just thinks maybe Bison doesn't have good answers to it or something. I don't know, but
yeah, well, he doesn't have great answers to it, but he doesn't have great answers to her regular pressure either.
Yeah,
he's just got to be doing his own game, and we really haven't seen that but one time from Fresh.
And there it is. Yeah, standing light kick gets the trade on the next hit. You'll take that, and Danp match point now.
I think that Bison certainly can play this matchup fine. His pressure's good, tons of damage, obviously. He has good movement himself, a little bit unorthodox, but good. We just haven't seen most of that stuff out of Fresh.
You have to find the chance, you know, and I feel like that's very tough. Cammy's a character about control, and Bison wants to control himself, but it's just not easy against Cammy. She can be a little bit more unorthodox.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's looking tough. One more for stun. Good block.
Okay, no stun, but still caught in exactly the same position, and that's really what matters. Oh, hold on.
Not as much as he could have got, but it's okay damage. He's very close to V-trigger as well.
Almost there with the whip punish. Not quite.
Oh, no anti-air or anything. Was afraid of the dive kick. If he gets another crush counter, he's going to have trigger.
Well, for Danp's side, he doesn't really need to take any risks on road-teching or anything like that. It just hasn't come.
Oh, he spent the V-reversal, so no V-trigger Bison. A threat. Forces the mix-up. Good block. Another guess.
Yeah.
And there it is. Yeah, there's so many. Like, both of those were very safe options to get either throw or throw bait or counter hit or whatever, right? So you just take it and you got to guess. No more throw tech OS, so we're in the age of offense.
Well, that was pretty tough looking. I do think that the character can play the matchup. It's just, you know, you have to be able to move around with Bison in kind of funky ways. But we saw him more often just blocking. We saw him just hanging out there, even mid-screen when he did have the ability to move backwards.
Right.
Didn't really see that stuff. We didn't really see Devil's reverse movement.
That's what I was going to ask. By funky, you mean he just needs to use a little, maybe a little more Devil's reverse, maybe use
Devil's reverse, dashing, for sure.
Head stomps. All those things are good. Especially, I mean, Cammy's back medium punch is a good answer. But, you know, you got to bring it out. You got to make Cammy concerned, because he was just, like, walking back and forth and it's like, I guess I'll jump.
Yeah.
And it was, like, nothing to stop it. It was, like, more playing to, like, just kind of playing your game but not really doing anything, right? It was just waiting to see what would happen instead of trying to get your own stuff.
Yeah, I think
going.
waiting is probably the best way to put that. So, anyway, go back in the lab and think about things a little bit. We're going to switch it up now to Liquid Knuckle Dew coming up on stage. Yes! On the right.
Man, you're real excited about your
I
guy.
am! Look, I want to see him on his home turf. That's where we are.
Oh, yeah, that's right. CEO.
He's the hometown boy of sorts from Tampa, but that's not too far away.
Yeah, Florida, it's the same kind of thing. We'll count it. It's not a NorCal, SoCal situation.
No, it's maybe more like, is San Diego part of SoCal?
If they're doing well, if they're winning, I'll claim them.
Yeah.
If they're not winning, they're still the homies, so that's all right. It's not the end of the world.
Anyway, versus Buttons Raven is Raw.
Who is rocking that KI Cup hoodie you see there?
Sure, I
I'm
got one
about
myself. Yeah, it's nice.
They're cozy, right?
They really are. Yeah.
It's a little too warm to wear them this time of year, but yeah, it was my travel hoodie for a long time. I'm a big fan. And he's here playing some Street Fighter. I know that a lot of players from other games, you know, they migrate and they play all sorts of games.
Yeah, definitely.
Street Fighter is like the great equalizer. I feel like almost everybody plays just a little bit, right? You know, even if you're not. Wow. Okay, so Knuckle Dew with Mika. And Karen for Raven is Raw. He plays Spinal in Killer Instinct, which is a very mix-up offensive character.
Yeah.
But he has good buttons, too, like in the neutral. He can make it happen, so...
Well, he's a very strong player in that game.
Yeah, he's really good. I think he has a good chance to be in that top 8 tomorrow. So...
Well, he's got a pretty tough road right now against the current Capcom Cup champion. One of the best in the world for sure. A couple of roundhouses, chooses not to V-skill.
And there it is, dash up, command throw, Knuckle Dew. His Mika very different than somebody like Fudo, right? He's a very read-based player.
Definitely.
Very read-based, very much like he just feels it, right? Not a very react-and-see style. And this forward medium kick's so difficult to deal with. There's the stun, builds a little bit of bar.
As good as Karen's buttons are, just the spacing on Knuckle Dew's side. Oh, it doesn't cancel.
Yeah, he missed it. Oh, no little punish or anything. Just checking him with that crouching light kick. Anything will do it.
No activation. Is he trying to save it, I guess, for maybe a hit confirm? I don't know. It's going to be tough to make that happen against Liquid Knuckle Dew right now. You see him just playing safety first.
Yeah, and Mika crouching light kick and standing jab. Yeah, both those are end of the round closers. If you want to look at how to close out a round with a lead, Dude just gave you guys a great example. Because a lot of players will walk up and they're like, I'm going to hit sweep, right? Which is such a terrible idea. When you have this big old lead, what you want to do is sit on it and hit light. Wow, that was sick. You want to hit light. You want to hit light buttons, right? Buttons that are very low in recovery. So if your opponent jumps, you can anti-air. They can't whip punish you easily. That's how you do it. That last round is a really good example.
Those buttons have good hitboxes on them too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jab and crouching short.
Yeah, her crouching light kick is super far.
All right, Raven is raw. Got his own down medium kick in between Knuckle Doos. And back to this footsies game. I like that for the character Karen, but against Knuckle Doo, I mean, we've seen so far how strong he is there. A couple times he's brought the overhead in.
Saving the bar. I wonder if he's trying to find like crouching light kick.
Ooh, boy.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
Yes. What does he want? Oh man.
Oh, he didn't want to kill him, huh? That's how you feel, Knuckle Doo?
I think he wanted swankiness.
I think you're right.
I think he was looking for something that didn't quite come up, but oh well.
You know, Knuckle Doo, not the best at building friendships, I feel like, generally, while he plays.
You see, he's going for that same kind of close. Jab.
Yep.
Hey, it's the same thing.
Yep, and that's exactly how you close out a game. Those are both perfect examples. If a lot of players will have trouble closing out leads, and they don't understand why, and that is a great example of what it looks like to close out a lead 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
And even players at a super high level, you'll see make big mistakes like throwing fireballs or doing big, medium, or heavy attacks, right? Like, those are the kind of things you don't want to go for in those situations.
You can see Raven is raw is just getting caught now on the back foot. You have to be a little bit more active as Karen to play this matchup. You know, you want to be controlling things affirmatively, like actively with your tools, and we're not seeing that. He's just getting cornered, he's getting ripped.
Oh, that little down medium kick, and there's the stun. Nice work from Knuckle Doo. He's going to close out the round.
That's a 25-second green.
It is, and it was played really methodically, but definitely played very well by Knuckle Doo. I like it a lot.
Again, we have to see some different stuff out of Raven is raw as Karen. Yeah, we have to see that movement that she has. We have to see those buttons.
Whoa.
Oh, that was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that was
well, I don't know,
idea.
yeah. You can't be too upset about that.
Right.
Already the stun.
This left-right could be the double. This could be the double. Oh, it's the double.
I got hit, but, you know, it's all right.
Yeah, I would have probably blocked cross-up, too. So, you know, I feel your Raven is raw. That's like the difference between a championship Street Fighter player and a championship Killer Instinct player playing some Street Fighter here at CEO. It happens.
It's hard to be top 8 in multiple games.
Yeah, for sure.
That is not easy to do.
Knuckle Doo, one of the best. I'm sure that was just the warm-up for the mini strong Karen players he'll run into. But look at this fella.
Man, talk about players who have been strong in multiple games.
Yeah.
Like Fox Tokido nowadays is just Street Fighter, but for most of his fighting game career going back almost 2 decades,
right,
he was one of the best in everything.
Yeah, did you hear kind of his thought process about that? He gave kind of an interview about the reason that it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so he used to talk about how his idea was to play a lot of games and put like a 7 or an 8 in like in terms of effort out of 10.
I see, yeah.
In every game, so that he would and play really cheap stuff to try to do well.
Yeah,
that
well,
was like
he did.
That was like his thought process, right? But now, you know, instead he feels like he's becoming a better player by not just picking who is the best and focusing 100% of his time into one game.
Well, I think that's true. I mean, I think he's the best that he's ever been at any one particular game in Street Fighter.
Yeah, because he gets wins in the other games, but it was often attributed to the character choice more than anything else, you know?
Well, I mean, he was always really good, but everybody else was doing the same thing. Everybody played multiple games.
And everybody should be paying
almost
attention
no
to the
single
amazing
dudes.
sponsors at the bottom there, David. You can see them, Razer, HyperX, Zowie, BenQ, that make the Capcom Pro Tour happen here on Twitch.tv, right, David?
Yeah, you can see on Forte's face how into it he is.
I'm into it.
Man, look at that guy's eyes. Thanks for the call, he says, Sayjam.
I did a lot, you know. That was the check they cut me to say Marvel was good is the same check that I got to talk about the sponsors. So thanks for supporting the Capcom Pro Tour. It's a package deal, 401k.
A 401k.
Yeah, feels good, man. Echo Fox Tokido on the right side of your screen there. He is looking buff lately.
He's been working on it. Yeah, he has.
Apparently, there was some tournament that happened in Japan, and he like missed it because he was teaching a karate class. Is what I heard.
Why not?
And I was like, yeah, I can't be mad at that.
Why
like, yeah,
not?
I mean, you're all right. You're just that sick. In this version of the game, I think both these characters are really good. I think the 25 HP for Akuma was good, but I think that a lot of the stronger characters taking a little hit helped him out a lot too.
Yeah, well, already Tokido thought that Akuma was one of the top 7 in Street Fighter V. I think he was mostly alone on that thought, but Yeah, Balrog a little bit worse, Akuma a little bit better.
Yeah, I think those things will help, but for sure I expect Tokido to have a good run. Probably
of course.
Back throw there for stun. But yeah, he has a very interesting style of Akuma. What a hit confirm, man.
Oh, he's looking for the counter poke, and it came, and he was completely ready for it.
That combo was cool, by the way. The red fireball, man. Oh, jumping short again from Tokido for the cross-up. I don't like cornering himself, but he makes it out due to a back throw.
You know he's going to play... Oh, I thought he was going to play safety. He did for the first little while. Thought he found the hole, and he was right. That said, Forte is in there. Look, Akuma has 25 more life. Balrog has 25 less. But all that matters right now is that if Balrog hits him one more time...
Oh, boy! That could have been it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tokido could have been dead
Yes.
just like that. But yeah, 25 HP is good. But really, you know, in this game, 25 HP is a little more because of how scaling works.
Yeah, it's not as irrelevant as it sounds.
Yeah, it's more like, in a lot of scenarios, like 40 to 50 life. Because of the way scaling is, at the end of the health bars, you gain a little bit more.
Okay.
So.
Oh, doesn't complete. Very strange. This is a huge jump in. He didn't pick the right jump in. I'm not sure that would have worked anyway.
Yeah, maybe if he had hit Fierce, he would have gotten that right. I don't know. Red fireball here. Uppercut to close it. Ooh, V-skill. Big palm.
Well,
that's the karate he was practicing, probably.
All good for Tokido. Did exactly what he needed to do. He took the one risk on the V-trigger pressure, on the overhead pressure as well. A couple of risks. But other than that, just solid in the mid-range, counter-poking at the right time.
Whoa, did someone just roll onto the stage to give him advice and then roll off? That was crazy. That was like next level coaching. Oh, he's changing the buttons.
What?
He has unassigned his heavy punch, it looks like.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening here. All right, he reassigned it somewhere else. Okay.
All right, hey. Up to him. That is a legal maneuver.
Yeah, you can assign it to anything you want. A lot of people map like a V-trigger and a V-skill button to their N2 buttons.
Ah, it's a big switch over to the big boy, Birdie.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he has like, I don't know, maybe he likes to play on different commands for Birdie or something like that.
Yeah, that's not uncommon.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that. They'll change the button commands for one character because they find it easier.
Yeah. So Birdie now, I'm not really sure that it was a character issue, the boxer, but he's going to have to bring a different game plan coming in now. Wanted to get through the fireballs, not quite at the right spot. And hats off to Tokido for the range on that.
He was ready with the punish. That standing medium kick from Akuma, 5 frames, very far reaching. It like pulled him forward.
Tokido's so ready. Look at that range where he's throwing the fireballs. It's just outside of the zonk. And he's also, as soon as he saw Can, he walked up and blocked it just to neutralize it.
Yeah, the sooner you block it, the less time Birdie can get a mix-up behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, no. I
thought he got. But
he almost got caught. He's just a few frames away.
Tokido backing off a little bit. Oh, whip punish. Man.
The expectations out of this man. You know, he goes from throwing fireballs to then just playing very, very safe, no buttons, and he's exactly the right both times.
Okay, armor through, V-trigger cancel. He can get a juggle here, and he takes it.
That's a chunk of life.
Wow, he blocked the can immediately.
Oh, took a big bad.
Takes the EX. It's not going to be enough, but next thing will kill. Wow, he just backs off.
I love it. Why not?
Tried to V-skill through the can a little greedy. Oh, one more.
Overhead. Wow. I'm surprised on both counts that the EX worked in the first place and then that the overhead worked as well.
I think that if this was last match, that dive would have killed him.
Yeah, you might be right.
Very late neutral jump from Tokido. Forward heavy punch, it is advantage.
Okay, yeah, but good defense there from Forte. A little bit off. Again, hats off to Tokido on the spacing. He knows where he is.
Yeah, walking in and out of that range. Buffering that standing medium kick into Tatsu, just in case.
A little bit of movement here from Tokido. He does not want to get easily...
Ooh! Alright, that was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Good timing.
Credit.
But here's Forte now. Ah.
Wow, meaty, down fierce, finds the low medium kick. Good work to Tokido. Man, that was that EX, that was pretty good. I wasn't ready for all that.
Time to party. On Birdie's side, Weezy even got the beer. And now Tokido gets the pressure. Look at that. Just very, very safe stuff. Didn't want to take any risks at all.
Makes the fireball. Big jump in from Tokido. No anti-air. This puts him in a good position. Has the offense. And, oh yeah, uppercut again. We saw the same thing the last round with Balrog. Delay. Red fireball.
Hey.
Get through.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, if he guesses right on the mix-up, you know, it might be death.
Right, yeah, if there's like a crushed roundhouse right now, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, big heavy command throw. Huge damage.
Hey, he went for it. He took the risk. It's going to be... No, I thought it was going to be something cool. Maybe looking for back roll.
Oh, this could be it. Oh, what a block. Gets out of there, though. Oh,
he went in? What was it from Tokido that caused him to get hit? He was just blocking before. I think he like maybe mistimed a V-skill or a jump or I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. It looked like he was just walking, right?
He was walking backwards before then.
Yeah, maybe it was like the frame he moved forward. I don't
know. In any case, good work to Forte.
Whoa, look at Tokido's hair up there. This Florida humidity getting to him. I know that feel, man. It's rough out there.
Yeah.
Fake chain from Forte. I think that's a good choice, especially against Tokido, who he like demon flipped it before. Try to kind of throw him off. Oh, good choice. Doesn't get anything out of it, but I think it's a good call.
Yeah, Forte's playing this a little bit differently, a little bit more cautiously in the mid-range, setting things up a little bit better for himself, not throwing things out.
Look to the pressure. Tokido big chill and hit confirmed. An uppercut will stun. All right, he should get the double roundhouse here. He built a lot of bar, and he's going to spend it.
Oh, boy.
I had a feeling, but I thought maybe he'll do like a jump and then set it up. But he just like timed it. He's like, yeah, I'll just do this instant overhead. It's not a big deal.
Walks up and blocks and then just backdash again. I love how he deals with it. Look at the spacing.
That's what you have to do. Walk up and block the can is really important so that you just negate it before he can even get it started.
Yeah, the more frames that it's out, the longer that Birdie gets to do things with it.
Yeah, he just gets to walk forward for forever.
Yeah, don't let him do that.
That's bad. Yeah, you don't want that. Takes the sweep, has the pressure, and there's the anti-air. Wow, another jump. Probably he was expecting command throw.
The confidence. Super ready for Forte. It's almost like Tokido's baiting it there. Throwing 3 fireballs.
Oh, jump over is a no-go. Yeah, he could have done medium kick Tatsu there, but did light.
Could have been a big, big punish, too, from Forte, but Tokido got a little lucky.
All right, activation goes.
Really? Okay.
The dash up he was ready for. Probably dash up command throw. And one more will close out the round. Oh!
Yeah, well, Forte can all... Oh, that was so close! If
No
Forte still
anti-air.
gets one big hit, no, it's not
he's
going to
dead.
come. Yes, that should be that, and it will be. Tokido ends up taking it 2-1. That was maybe closer than he wanted it to be.
Yeah.
But even still, moving forward.
Man, the way he hit the button at the end, he just like... He hit it with such purpose when he did the CA. That was pretty slick.
He's getting curly up top there. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
starting
this
to curl. I mean, it's not like Japan doesn't have humidity, right? So he's got to be used to it. Look at that hair.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys you got to be looking at to be in the top 8.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Sunday.
say looking at the hair. I'm an admirer.
I was thinking about making a shower joke, but I decided, nah, it's all right.
Yeah, he'll likely be in. I think he has a good chance to make it into the top 8.
For
like
sure.
he has had some of the most consistent results with Akuma at 875 HP.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I expect him to be pretty good at 900. We're going to take a little break though. Come back with some more Street Fighter V action in just a bit. I wonder if like Sonic Fox, that's the source of his power.
Oh, do you think the hat?
Yeah, I'm starting to believe.
The hat's the source?
Yeah, I'm thinking it. I mean, just based on that look, Smug is trying to initiate. And all right, there it is. Okay.
Hey. Come on, guys. Get it together. Get it together. You had all this time up there. You didn't talk about it beforehand?
Oh, man.
That's something you got to plan out.
Look.
You can't do that on the fly.
I mentioned that the Navy SEALs thing was important. After that, I'm not sure. I think Smug's maybe
That's
not.
going to be a tough one.
Yeah, he's not qualified. Man, that was rough. Man.
Anyway, Pie Smug versus Rambro coming up now.
Boxer versus Colleen.
The boxer for Smug, of course, one of the best in the world at it.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see this character develop. I think that, Ed is really new and a lot of people are figuring him out. But Colleen is the character I think now that people have started to identify a game plan with.
Yeah, it kind of did take a while. We saw some setups for her that were cool, but what do you do about the neutral game and how do you use the Nandy step and all that stuff? It's kind of coming together at this point. But when she's caught in the corner, wow, trying to find something, but it's risky on block.
Yeah, all of her wake-up, ish options are not really that great. They take a lot of risk. Ooh,
yikes.
Yeah, I don't know what he tries an anti-air, but it was a no-go. No meter required. Smug takes the first round.
She doesn't really have... I mean, she has some mid-range buttons, but that's not really her strength. She wants to be doing other things. I feel like this might be a tough slog to keep Boxer out.
Yeah,
but, if she has a pressure game going on, or she guesses right with the V-skill or the counter, then that's all good.
Yeah, I like Smug walking and blocking forward because if the V-skill is spaced out well, wow, that was sick. It's not easy to anti-air.
Yeah.
It's not easy to interrupt, right?
Right.
Punish. But, yeah, if you walk forward, especially if he's holding tap, if he does hail or something, you can just tap right through it.
But jump roundhouse is one of the better jumps in the game. That thing it just slams down.
2 bars spent. Gets pretty decent damage on it, though.
Hey, out of there. That means no trigger, though. One more?
Off of this.
Or is this going to be enough? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a pretty damaging follow-up, actually.
Yeah. It is. Well, nice work. That was, a little bit more in the way of some offense, some pressure from Rambro. He found the V-skill in mid-range, which was good for himself. Yeah, that's a risk.
Yeah, unsafe. And he's tried to wake up counter a few times. It hasn't worked out. Leads with the overhead. Got him against the ropes. Man.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the game. It was a good game while it lasted.
Yeah. So, think back to, oh boy.
Whoa, no. Did they forget to desync? Well, look, the fact that it happened right now is the perfect possible time.
Yeah, take care of this while you can.
Yeah, desync.
Which you can now, because that game was over.
Yep. Man, that timing was excellent. You think somebody back there was watching and was like, all right, I'm going to just do this real quick.
Well, if so, they missed it by a little bit.
Yeah, bad reaction times. They probably lost. Du was just up here a second ago. I'm going to blame him. It's all his fault. Oh, that was dangerous. It looked like they were going to go for another hand maneuver, but just a thumbs up.
I'm glad they did not.
Punish.
That V-skill, look, it worked out in the one round. That Rambro won, that worked out, and that kind of snowballed a little bit. But other than that, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's cool if it works. Oh my gosh, the wrong counter, so he takes huge damage for it. It's such a risk. Just goes for the throw, maybe expecting it.
That down medium kick is good. You just don't get things out of it unless you got trigger.
I love the V reversal from Smug too.
Okay.
All right,
so frozen. And, stuff might be coming up depending on...
Oh,
the timing! It finally paid off again.
One more
Only twice so far, but you can see how important it's been.
Yeah, that time he spaced out the V-skill much better. Oh, a little out of range. Smug still kills in one hit, though.
Oh, yeah. Anything. Rambro, all these blocks are so important. It gets away! So no trigger for him, and he's dead anyway. Bummer. Bummer.
Bummer.
Match point for Smug.
I've never lost to a Balrog or seen someone lose to a Balrog and heard them say bummer. That's like the least offensive version of dang.
Well, you just have to be okay with it. That's what the game is, and you have to know it and not fall apart because of it.
Bummer.
Walk it off,
Oh, man. Crush counter. Hit confirms it. You can actually hit that button and see whether it crushes or not. Punish. No.
Nice. Keeping his eyes open there was Rambro.
Yeah, Smug trying to sneak in that V-skill.
You know what? I really like the overhead again. Just to see. Maybe Smug doesn't know how to punish this. He did the first time.
Yeah, that time he just went with the target combo. Not huge damage. Wake up. Neutral jump. Man, Smug in the corner here. Bad position.
But Colleen's actually quite dangerous. If she finds a good hit for herself right now, she's one hit away from doing this thing.
Oh, try to whip punish with that EX dash punch a little
late. No super anymore.
Yeah,
Trigger's still on deck.
Activate. Smug didn't have a V-reversal, so forced the block. And there it is. He immediately uses it.
Just safe stuff.
Oh, that was a sick whip punish. That was pretty good.
I feel like a big part of why Smug is one of the best or the best boxer players is that he doesn't rush in overly hard with her or with him. You can see him in the mid-range. He's not constantly rushing and he's not constantly jumping around. He looks for moments, and he can do that. Because you know that once you find the hit, you're just going to melt off the life bar. Everything you do is going to be minimum 25%. It's going to be maximum 60.
Right.
And that's a big, you can rely on that. And other than that, play strong footsies and anti-airs, which is basically what he does.
Yeah, I think that is great because it's very reminiscent of his Dudley, right? Where his Dudley was a lot of wait and see. And when he found the big moments, he made him count and it did big damage. And he forced the mix-up after, just like the guess. Like, what is it? What is my Dudley offense going to be? And then that it's a very similar style.
Oh, yeah. His neutral game into his mix-ups are super similar, for sure.
Yeah, instead of fishing with roundhouse and an EX machine gun, it's down medium punch and an EX dash punch. But a pretty similar idea. So we're still in the D block of pools, correct?
That's right. Yeah, we're in D2 right now. We're going to have Princess Slim versus Les coming up. And so I guess this is to get into winners finals. Into winners finals.
Yep.
Just looking at the bracket right now. And on the other side of the bracket, Smug versus somebody. But Smug just made it into winner semis.
Yep.
Again, all that stuff is smash.gg. Click on the CEO, click on the SF5.
Right. And in this D block, as you mentioned, we have Tokido in one of the pools. We have Knuckle Do. I saw Gotchakun playing earlier. I'm really happy that he made it out. That's pretty awesome to see. A lot of really good players here. This is a premier event. So it's one of those things where a lot of players are out here trying to get them points because we are sort of in the middle of the season, right? It's kind of that time now where people have started to realize, like, all right, well, a lot of events have happened.
Yeah.
And there are events to come, but, you know, you got to start getting them points.
Well, we know a little bit. Kazunoko won his pool earlier today.
By beating Stupendous.
Yeah. Not sure what happened with the rest of that thing. And I guess that's really all we do know.
Yeah, that's all that is updated. So, Princess Slim versus Les. Winner will play against Smug in the winners finals of this pool.
Well, assuming that Smug makes it into winners finals, he has one more match left. And you never know.
Does he?
He does.
All right. I will inform the people on the production team who have sent us wrong information.
Oh, well, I guess it's probably happened elsewhere since then.
Oh, maybe.
But it's just not on the Smash.gg, is it?
Yeah, it's probably something like that. Basically, it's all David's fault.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. The buck stops here.
Bummer.
Round 1.
Here we go. Princess Slim. I heard that Princess Slim was playing Fang for a long time, but I guess has decided not to be miserable.
Well, Fang, I think, is pretty real right now.
Actually, yeah, I guess in this version.
I don't think Fang is a fantastic character, but is a viable character, I would say. That said, Rashid is a better one. There's no doubt about it. Rashid is a great character, and, you know, love the mobility that the character can bring in. Pressure is fantastic, of course, as good defensive options as almost anybody.
Yeah, I think a really well-rounded character. Wow, that was pretty slick.
Yeah, I would say Rashid is the Ryu of this game.
Yeah, I guess I can see it. Oh, 2 hits of that are going to get negated already, so V-Trigger not going to last long.
And I love that choice from Les.
Exactly.
Get away from it.
Moved away from that V-Trigger tornado that was incoming. Pressure now from Princess Slim.
Big opportunity, okay. And ready for it. We've seen it a couple of times. Oh, I love the idea. Princess Slim was ready.
Wow.
And again ready?
The rolling works out.
You cannot let Shin Bison go.
No, yeah.
Once he gets going, I mean, he's in there. Look at this guy just dancing around. What a jerk. Oh, he could have sealed it.
I'm surprised about all that EX.
Wow, Princess Slim has a chance as a result.
Oh, anti-air? No.
But Les certainly gave up a chance, and indeed loses the round for it.
Yeah, could have canceled it into EX scissors and closed out the round. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
And with Bison, like, it's very rare that the dash through stuff works out a lot, you know?
Yeah.
So when it does, you really got to capitalize.
Yeah. That was definitely week 1 stuff that now is the second layer. You have to do the regular patient stuff before you can set up the wildness, oftentimes.
Right. That time you see the back throw, whiffs the standing medium punch to try to fake out Princess Slim.
Movement there, Princess Slim. Okay, nice. Still has a chance to move, and okay, got free.
Oh my!
Come on!
That is Lord Bison.
Wow!
Lord Bison.
And then right in there with the hit afterward, trying to cool setups.
Man, that was pretty slick. Crushed, and that's the round. Yeah, it's like a mini OS where you can input it, and if you're in block stun, you'll block the tornado, and if Rashid is close, you'll throw Rashid. So that was so sick.
Yes, nice work. Chance for pressure for Princess Slim, but not a whole lot. I really like Les's movement with Bison. I think he battles well in a lot of important spots. Look at that. That's great spacing on that, especially to challenge something like Rashid buttons. It's hard to do.
And
Look at that!
It's going to be not huge damage, but the positioning is good.
Les is doing big work right now. Princess Slim, though, fully stocked.
Oh, what a bait. Yeah, that'll do it. So I feel like that at the end there, like Bison is a character who's very reliant on meter.
Yeah.
He needs a lot of meter. And when you build up that bar with Bison, it's so important. And you can see it in the final round there with all that meter to work with really made it count. So, man, the coaching again. I feel like that was the same person. And they just
rolling everywhere.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know what's happening. Mercenary coach just running around. Whoever's available.
Round 1.
Okay.
Fight.
Back into it. The thumbs up came too late. Already Princess Slim had pressed. Let's go.
And denying the thumbs up. This match shouldn't even count. I didn't see a thumbs up to dictate. There's no legally binding contract of thumbs up seal of approval.
Look at these buttons coming out of Les. Perfectly timed. Even the slide, which is super not safe at all.
All right, that setup looked like a fake throw setup. That was really funky. Really cool to see, though.
This is the kind of movement that I was talking about from Bison before. More dashing, more scissors, a little bit more in the air.
Gets clipped by the tornado, but yeah, it really didn't lead to that much unless it's out of there. Well, good anti-air.
Les not taking any risks.
And anything will do it now. Could chip with CA,
Could.
but maybe doesn't want to commit to all the balls.
Yeah, I think would rather not.
We'll spend one now. And there it is, the trade. It was going to activate into V-Trigger anyway. So a good choice. Les, another round over Princess Slim.
Check out where he is versus Rashid, Crouching Fierce, and Mixer a lot of the time. He's more where Bison wants to be than where Rashid wants to be. And that's not easy to do as Bison. You see the slow walk speed. Instead, it's got to be other movement.
Right, yeah. Positioning yourself with a character with slow walk speed is very difficult.
But pretty fun.
Yeah, you got to be creative.
I like it.
Yeah, you got to be creative. And
Yeah.
if you can do it, it feels great.
Oh, for sure.
It's not easy to do.
Very insistent stuff right now coming out of Princess Slip. Wants the corner and really hasn't been able to make too much hay out of it.
All right, big damage. Moves himself away from the corner. Oh, the jump over. And that is a range before where Rashid standing like against here would have been great.
Oh,
Overhead.
it's even more. It's even more. Yes. But the pressure was ended.
Wow,
Super
the whip
splash!
That was the sickest whip punish. Man, you're just mentioning that positioning on
Right?
Bison on screen.
Yeah.
And it's
that's
enough. Oh my gosh. That
Les, I like the Bison.
was yeah, I'm a fan. That was
The spacing was good. The movement was good. The pressure was there. Waking up with stand short into stuff was pretty common. He had a good understanding of when Princess Slim wanted to press buttons. Looking good there. Looking good.
I'm a believer. Oh, the eyes rolling back because there he is.
The Smug coming up.
PhD has run for office and been reelected many times. The mayor of Duff City himself. Where are you going? Come
No
on,
age
man.
limits in Duff City.
No, you can be any age.
Any age.
Any old age. Wait, does he have the breads on? I didn't see what's on his feet there. What was got? Oh, that was a thumbs up. All right. Is a different match happening? They're figuring it out. There's some kind of conversation. There's a lot of hand signs that you go there, thumbs up. I don't know what's happening.
We'll see what happens. But that was Min running the things out there. Min from New York.
Yeah.
Invaluable member of a bunch of tournaments running things.
Yeah, if
all
you
over
guys
the country.
know about Too Old, Too Furious, he's one of the people spearheading that. So a lot of if you guys enjoyed any of the old school games at Combo Breaker, a lot of that was Min and Rick working together with a bunch of other people to make that happen. So yeah, Min basically goes everywhere and runs the brackets, and he's the person that sends the matches to the stream.
Yeah.
And
He's a good one. He's been around forever.
He does a lot of good work. We were just talking about him. He walked right by us just now.
Oh, he's a busy man. I mean, you can
Yeah.
see him running around. He's here. He's doing work.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, you were correct. The production was not. There's one more match before Smug has to play. Yeah, I mean, it was in the bracket. It was.
I know. It's like right
yeah,
here.
it was- yeah,
like
we're
I can
looking
see
at
it. Right
on
here.
Smash.gg. Head on over there. You can see there's like a banner thing that scrolls, and CEO will be on there. You can pick that and check it out. So that's the brackets for this weekend. They go from like 2-hour blocks, right? So it's like these pools, 2 hours later, these pools, 2 hours later, these pools. Right now we're in the D block. So we're trying to, sort out who is going to be moving on. Wow, that is
gonna
a
be either
humongous yawn.
Pi Smug, who has just woken up, versus Aloof.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where I'm feeling him about the lazy yawn because I was woken up today by a thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah, there was one.
There was a super loud boom, and you know me, I'm from Southern California, and there's not a lot of that weather there, so it was a little weird. I heard that, and I was like, what was that? It kind of startled me.
Yeah, it took me back to like 30 years ago when LA did have thunderstorms. We used to. It was before your time.
Yeah, that sounds made up.
No, that's actually a real story, and I can't believe that I'm saying it and it's real, but that was before your time.
Dang.
Weird. What a weird life. Anyway, Pi Smug versus Aloof coming up now.
There he is.
This is to get into winners finals of the pool.
Ika. I think a lot of people used to really dislike this matchup as Balrog, but this season a little better, right? I think Tap really helps in a lot of ways, throw invincibility to get around a lot of Mika pressure.
Yeah, and you don't get cornered quite as super fast as you used to.
That's true. I think a lot of people forget the terror that Season 1 Mika was, right?
Yeah.
That mid-screen clap in a roundhouse at any position. Oh,
right,
man.
right. It was really good.
Yeah, you can whiff it all the time. It was just such a crazy button. That Crouching Fierce used to be so much better. People forget what she used to be like.
Yeah, still a good character, though.
So pressure from Smug. Moves up, finds a little crouching medium kick. Man, he is hanging out.
But you see what I mean about Smug not just rushing in? He's out of range. Look at that. That was exactly what I'm talking about. Moved back to precisely where he needed to be and was ready.
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot from Smug. Nice, whiff punish. He positions himself in that range, right? He'll back off, and it's like, is he going to dash punch? Is he going to try to whip punish you? What's his plan?
Yeah, turnaround punch, anti-air. There you go. Bringing out all the things.
Yeah.
Grab. Oh.
Yeah, he was already committed to the light kick.
I'm
I don't
sure
know
he
what
was.
tried. No anti-air.
Aloof would love to have a dash punch to bust, but didn't come up. Smug just playing strong defense. Look at this, the fierce.
And then waited just a second.
Oh, God, where's he spinning?
A little fake out whiff punish, and that is what Smug is all about. You mentioned positioning himself and waiting in the opportune moment.
Yeah.
Good work from him.
Yep, he waited for the slide one round. He waited for the down fierce the next. And Foof is going to have to figure something out. Looking aloof.
Round 1.
Bummer.
Fight.
All right, I see you. Working hard over there, David. James isn't here, so you got to fill in. I got you. It's fine. A little bit of a meaty situation, although the air reset from Smug. Actually, in a lot of this game's knockdown scenarios, being air reset is really good. It'll get you
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
true.
Of, a lot
Yeah,
of
I can actually escape.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of land and it works out. Oh, okay, escapes.
Well, you know, I understand the idea, especially what came up last time. This is a chance.
Yeah, you see him keeps getting air reset activation. That's like +8 or something like that. 50-50 here. The throw, not quite enough.
Alive still, but then can't take the down medium. Smug's at match point.
Pretty quick, too. And I imagine that if you're a Foof, I don't know what your strategy is to figure out. It's really tough. Oh, big jump from Smug.
And he jumps rarely. You know, it works because it doesn't come very often.
Oh, whip punish
Look
again.
at that. Spacing, safe, probably plus tap.
Checked him, and nothing. No offense at all. Man, big jump again from Smug. One more for stun.
There you go. That's going to be that. Smug is going to take it. He's going to move into winners finals of the pool. It's going to be it versus less, if I recall correctly. But wow, Smug looking good. Foof did not do, you know, sort of what he had to do. It's very tough against somebody like Smug, who puts themselves at exactly the right spot on screen, where you can see him whiff punishing, slide, down fierce. That came up multiple times. And then you never know, like you said, when's he going to turn around punch? When's he going to dash punch? Is he going to jump? Rarely, but when it comes, it's very consequential.
Yeah, it worked like 2 times in a row in the last round.
Yeah,
right?
So it's hard to play against somebody like that.
Yeah.
Smug, another somebody who I'm looking forward to make it super deep into this tournament.
Right, and I mean, even if you compare it to like the set where he had with Knuckle over at Common Breaker, Knuckle beat him, and it looked very different than that. And it can look different than that, but
Sure.
Smug is just so good.
But very tough. All right, well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with some good ones after this.